Hello everyone and welcome to DCM, Doritos Connections and Mountain Dew, your favorite video game local talk show thingy. I am your host, Howard.
I'm David.
And let's start off with the first news segment.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Remember how we were talking about how EA was going to be like nothing this year?
Yeah, on the unreleased skit, because there's a reason.
Oh.
Would you like to release the reason, Dave?
I would love to know the reason.
Because the day I was about to publish the skit, news came out. E3 2023 has been canceled. We had a whole skit. We had a whole segment.
I had no idea that never got. That
We had a whole segment. We planned a whole skit for June. And just as I was about to post it, I look and I get E3's been canceled. I hate you guys. Why do you ruin my fun? What's wrong with you guys?
Oh, that's funny. I did not know that never got out.
So I guess we
good.
can now do the whole entire
The whole bit.
Unreleased segment from scratch. So hey Dave.
Hey, Howard.
Did you hear that Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, Ubisoft, and a bunch of other developers have basically pulled out of EA?
No, I didn't. Why don't you tell me about it?
Well, due to all, they're going to still separate and have their own individual live broadcasts around the same time.
Well, how about that?
To the point where the only people at E3 were probably going to be Digital Devolver. Mm-hmm. And now, because everyone pulled out and said, hey, we're doing our own thing, it's just canceled. The killing blow was...
Goodbye.
Sega and Tencent then left. Yeah, it was Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, Ubisoft, Sega, and Tencent all left. So that's what? That's three E3s. Sorry, EA on the brain. E3s in a row now canceled. Along with that, they have an official announcement saying that they have canceled both the digital and physical events for E3 2023. They cited that there was just a lack of interest in the event.
Lack of interest. That's the reason they canceled it. Right.
Also because no one's there.
Yeah, that's that, yeah.
I guess no one wants to do
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you think about it, yeah, there was a lack of interest. Because if no one's there, who's going to want to watch it?
Do you think I would? I mean, I would have done it for irony.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we had that bit where EA was just gonna be Metro 4 and nothing else.
Yeah. So our bit, which is now ruined because E3's canceled,
Thanks, E3.
is we were just gonna just say what was announced and then go on our phones and just read whatever headline we saw, being bored. But we can't do that now because they just canceled the whole event. Looks like we're just covering Summer Games Fest then.
So EA, now I have EA on the brain.
Right. We're so mad at EA.
And now I just lost my train of thought entirely. Oh, okay, I got it back on. So E3 is going out of their way to screw over our channel. That's what I'm getting from this.
So what we're saying is that we hereby promise that we're gonna do the DCM Awards every year. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna be as big as E3.
Yep.
Wait, Dave, we already did because no one's watching it this year.
Hey,
we won. Oops. And now there's uncertainty of what's gonna happen in the future. Guys, I don't know what to do. I don't think it's gonna recover.
I mean, COVID obviously was a big part of it.
Yeah, that was
dying,
the big one.
Yeah, and then last year was like what, online only?
Mm-hmm, online only.
So I don't, at this point, there doesn't really seem to, with every studio and developer doing their kind of own version of E3, there's not really a need for E3 itself to exist. You know, if everyone's doing their own thing, it's like there's no point.
Yeah, and I would honestly say that's a positive, because if we had like one, let's just say there's like you know, let's just say, you know, for example, right? We have Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, right? Let's just say, like, you know, January Microsoft, February Sony, March Nintendo, and they just repeat, right? I feel like that's a more organic process
Yeah.
for us to hold information.
I mean, Nintendo has been doing directs for God knows how many years.
Yeah.
Sony's been doing state of plays for God knows how many years.
And now Microsoft's been doing their own thing recently, now that they have all these IPs. So it's just, I feel like it's a more organic way of processing these announcements.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, literally, there's so much that's announced at E3. Like, did you know Jump Force was announced at E3?
Everyone remembers Jump Force.
Exactly. So it's like you get 200 game announcements in one weekend. Everyone has no idea what's releasing because sometimes they keep release dates vague. Because sometimes they just show trailers and nothing's made.
Yep. You just get overloaded with announcements. So it is gonna feel better to just have things announced over a much longer, you know, time frame.
Yeah. Instead of just crammed into one weekend.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, this weekend I don't think people understand. Back in like the 360 games, this weekend was so powerful that if you release games on this weekend, they would die. Like, I'm pretty sure they released the sequel to Mirror's Edge during one.
Oh, really?
Dead. Remember Me? No one does. Dead.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that.
Exactly. That was a Capcom game.
Okay.
I think you're right. It was made by the people who made Life is Strange.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did this come out?
2013.
Okay, that's probably that definitely factors into why I don't know what it is.
Exactly. So like that's how powerful this weekend was because no one would pay attention because they just got shotgun shelled with all these. And like the worst part is, right, I'm gonna be totally honest, E3 was supposed to be an electronics expo. Like you could go to the floor and try these demos out. I have never, in the decade I've spent paying attention, I never seen or heard anyone who genuinely went to the expo floor.
Yeah.
Unless, like, maybe they signed an NDA, I don't know, but like no one ever talks, wow, the demo I played on the expo was so good. No, I hear the trailer announcements.
Yeah, that's all anyone ever cared about for E3. That's the only reason anyone ever tuned in.
Yeah, and don't you, and like you guys could come and be like, no, it's not. It was always about the No, it wasn't. Do you know why? Because every single E3, like rating E3, it was never on hands demos.
Yeah,
it was
only the
digital presentations. Like I don't know what you want.
Yeah, there's not much else.
There's not much there. I mean, I guess like there's still PAX.
But even then, PAX is they don't do much in the way of like announcements and presentations. They do panels.
Yeah,
and they have big developers there, like with booths. But that's more what E3, you know, claimed to be. Like it's an actual expo rather than a presentation.
Yeah, you know, maybe it's because there's just a huge lack of demos of everything, right? Like don't you remember when Resident Evil 2 came out and it had a demo and everyone freaked out because they had no idea what a demo was? Right? There's like a lack of demos. So yeah, I guess it would be hard to show off an expansion. I'm sorry, not like an expo.
Yeah.
Full of demos and stuff. Because everyone hides it because they spend 5 years making video games that are just mid. So the big names aren't going to show anything unless it's a cinematic trailer that they can approve of.
Right.
And then no one's going to come for indie games because no one cares about indie games. Not us, we care.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, there's just no way, I guess, to have an electronics expo anymore. Other than to show off trailers of new things that are, again, approved by people before anything.
So
yeah,
pour one out for E3, I guess.
Pour one out for E3, and I guess the death of video game expos where you can play demos. Yeah.
I mean, PAX is still going strong.
Yeah, but like, is it like E3 level?
No, not even close. But it's still very popular.
It's still popular. But, you know. Hey Dave, remember the Xbox Game Pass?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like one that's just Ubisoft games?
No.
Well, boy, do I have the product for you.
Oh.
Ubisoft just came out with their own competitors for the Xbox Game Pass titled Ubisoft Plus.
Oh.
So for $15 a month on Xbox,
Oh.
you can play 100 Ubisoft titles. Let me get the list.
It's 100 and not 100 plus?
It's like 100. I don't know. It's like 100 plus, more than 100 games. But I saw the list, and I'ma be real.
Let me guess. Not worth it?
You're spoiling.
Howard, I'm sorry. I'm just too smart for this show.
You know what? You are, but it's okay. I forgive you. All right. You get a bunch of Anno titles. You get you get all the Assassin's Creeds, but they're like the remasters.
Okay.
Wait.
Big surprise.
This is wait, hold on. I'm going too far ahead because I'm looking at the PC version.
Oh.
You can get both Xbox and PC for $18 a month.
Oh, goody.
Okay, hold on. Where's the actual Xbox list? Because this one's just sad. This one's sad. Man, I really should have prepared for this one.
That's okay. That just means we're getting more content.
Okay. I'm sorry. I lied to you, Dave. So their Game Pass competitor.
Mm-hmm.
On PC, there's 100 games.
Right.
For $15 a month.
Mm-hmm. Still already a little overpriced.
A little. But on Xbox, for also $15 a month, which you can get both for $18 a month, you get 60.
Wow. What a steal.
All of which are, okay, so we got all the Assassin's Creed games, most of which are remastered. You get their DLC. You get,
all the Far Cry games, most of them.
You get most of the Far Cry games, but 3's a remaster.
Okay.
You get 2 out of like the 20 Ghost Recon games. For Honor, even though I'm pretty sure For Honor 2 is out, so you don't even get.
For Honor 2 is out.
I thought it was.
What?
Oh, never mind. It's not.
Okay, I was gonna say, I feel like I heard about this.
It was leaked. My bad.
Gotcha.
My bad. The dates are leaked. Okay, so For Honor 1. Okay, cool. Monopoly.
Oh, good. Monopoly. Thank God we got that. I was worried for a second.
I know. Famed Ubisoft IP Monopoly. 2 Rabbids games, Rayman Legends, Rainbow Six Extraction and Rainbow Six Siege.
Okay.
Risk.
Once again, famous Ubisoft EP.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game. Okay. Trials.
Scrabble. Can't forget Scrabble.
You can't forget Scrabble. The
Trivial
Crew.
Pursuit. Uno. Man, you're getting all these board games in one.
Wait. Why is Uno on here? Uno comes with your Xbox. What are you talking about? Why is it on this service? All 3 complete like Watchdog games. Zombie. Can't forget Boggle and Battleship.
Wow, how did we miss those?
Valiant Hearts, Child of Light.
Man, where's Life? That's my favorite board game.
Oh, hold on. Where's Life? Oh, they have Jeopardy.
Not Life. Yeah, all right. This is definitely not worth it then. You know, if Life was in there, I'd say maybe.
So they're just out here, being like, hey guys, I have an opponent for the Game Pass. What if it's just Assassin's Creed, Far Cry,
and board games?
Board games. I really should not need to explain how much not good of a deal this is.
Yeah. What are you talking about? This is the greatest deal I've ever heard in my life. Sign me up. I don't even have an Xbox.
Well, you could get
this
the
is
PC
sarcasm,
one.
by the way.
It is. And you know, it's almost as bad as a deal as what was it? EA Access? Hold on. What was EA Access?
I don't even remember this one.
EA Play. It was rebranded. It's EA Play now.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen this.
For $5, oh my God, it went way down. Oh, that's because there's. Oh, that's stupid. For $15 a month, you get to play all the EA games. which, because they make yearly sports games, at first it was cool because it actually had all of them, but then they realized, oops, I want to delist them. So they've been like slowly taking out like all the sports games. So I think like every sport has just like the last 2 entries. It's also not good. They also don't put any of their new titles in unless it's been out for like a year.
Yeah. And hey, shout out to EA for making me download the EA Play app if I want to play something like Star Wars Battlefront 2 or Dead Space through Game Pass. Thanks, EA.
But yeah, this is stupid. No one wants it. No one's gonna play it.
What are you talking about, Howard? I want it.
Sorry. Dave wants it, but I don't think it's gonna support. Like, honestly, like, I just think it's too late for anyone to even bother with the Game Pass at this point.
I mean, it was already a little late when Sony did it.
Yeah, and like they're already taking off stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're taking off
like
first-party titles.
I have it, and I don't think I've used it once.
Well,
so that's just on me for wasting my money at that point.
Well, Dave, their premium thing, which adds classic games to the library, just added Doom 1, 2, and 3.
Whoa, games I already own on 2 separate platforms.
But don't you want to play?
Sorry, 3 separate platforms.
But aren't those classic PlayStation titles? Doom 1?
Well,
specifically the new port of Doom 1?
Well, if we go with the original PlayStation version of Doom 1 that had a more horror atmosphere, then yes.
No.
But I'm thinking it's not that.
Nope.
Yeah, it's just the Unity port.
It's the Unity port. That's
you could have done something cool, PlayStation. You could have. Everyone loves the PlayStation Doom. I know they do.
Nope. But like it's too late for the Game Pass, right? So at this point, right? Why, like EA Access, I don't even know how that's still going, but whatever. PlayStation, I get it. Nintendo Switch Online, bleh. But good God, this is like the worst one yet.
Yeah, 60 games. That's
on
for $15.
Yes.
That is the biggest scam I've ever heard of.
Yes. Yeah. In case in point.
But hold on. I missed it.
What?
We have Hungry Shark World.
You talking shit about Hungry Shark World? That's my favorite,
Never.
dude.
I wouldn't dream of talking shit about Hungry Shark World.
Thank you.
So now it's a good deal.
It's a good deal now. We're taking it back. But yeah, there's if you get this, I'm genuinely concerned with your mental health state.
Gonna get this.
Most of these games are always like $5.
Yeah.
Because people buy them and then get rid. This is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is stupid. This is silly. Big L. That's why this is not good. Hey, remember when we all, as a collective unit on the internet, made fun of Suicide Squad?
Boy, do I. It is truly one of my favorite pastimes.
Well, we have an update for you.
What an update it is.
Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
A game that was supposed to come out next 2 months?
Well,
originally?
in 2 months after the initial launch date of, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure last year.
Of course, yeah.
Has been delayed to February of 2024. After everyone made fun of it. We did it. We did it, Reddit.
We won.
No, we didn't, because they actually explained. Someone explained what they're doing.
Okay, I missed this. I didn't hear about this.
So first of all, 9 months is not enough to change the gameplay. So the gameplay is basically not going to be changed. So from what people have been saying from Bloomberg and a couple other people, is essentially they're going to try to rip the always online aspect of the game out from the game work.
That's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, and along with like a few other things. But like that's the main gist. And on one hand, that's cool. On the other hand, Is it really going to be worth spending all that money?
Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? I mean, we already determined that 9 months is not enough for them to rework the whole game. But, like, one of the biggest complaints is how boring the gameplay looked.
Yeah.
So, like, there's not a whole lot. Again, it's a step in the right direction for them to take the always online bit out. That's a really good step. But it's kind of unsalvageable if people don't think the gameplay looks any good.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of unavoidable.
Yeah, you know, because you know what that game looks a lot like? Another very successful title. I don't know if you heard it, but the Square Enix's Avengers video game.
I thought you were going to go Gotham Knights, but that works too.
Nope, because, well, I mean, yeah, they're both the same exact
Same
game.
exact
They're
game.
the same exact game.
Yeah.
In that game, this Suicide Squad Kill Justice just looks like that. And I don't know about you, but Avengers bombed and is getting delisted, server shutdown, okay. Gotham Knights, I haven't heard a word about.
Yeah, I haven't heard about Gotham Knights said in any breath except for us two talking about how it's the exact same game as Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. That is the only time I've heard people talk about Gotham Knights since it launched.
So, like, I don't know at this point, because it's a AAA game, this game probably took 5 years to make, there's billions of dollars
I mean, it's been in development, like, they've been talking about, like, the game they're working on since shortly after Arkham Knight came out.
Yeah.
Which was 2015.
So, like, there's too much money for them to just give up, but, like, real talk, I don't think this game's gonna be worth it even if you give it another year, unless they do, like, I don't know, they somehow add a 5th character or something.
I don't think that's
gonna save it,
no,
but, like,
there's no way that'll save it.
Like, I don't know what would save it at this point, because it doesn't look fun.
No.
And, like, they can't change the gameplay because they spent too long making the gameplay.
Exactly.
9 months ain't enough to rework the gameplay. So what we have is just Avengers, but with guns.
I'm praying that, like, the story's decent, because I don't know who's writing the game, but like, historically, Rocksteady has been pretty good at writing stories. The stories of the first 3 Arkham games, Knight kind of, but like, they've all been pretty consistent. Yeah. You know, I hope that something there, it can be salvaged, like a good story. I don't know if that'll be the case. You know, Suicide Squad taking down a Brainiac-controlled Justice League, surface level, that's kind of whatever. But you know, there's just a lot we don't know about the story, and I'm sure they don't want to get spoilers out there anywhere. So who knows?
Who knows? But I'm just racking my brain how they could just salvage this game. But they already had their advertising budget, so they're gonna have to re-advertise again.
Yeah.
Like,
what cost a lot of money.
What are they gonna do in 1 year that's just gonna magically make everyone want to buy it?
I don't know. I'm really interested to see what they do. We'll see.
Like, are they just gonna, like, I'm actually stumped. There's nothing. There's nothing. Like, imagine, like, having the most mid-game in existence and you can't make it, like, with, like, the most mid-gameplay ever, right? And you can't change the gameplay. What are you gonna do?
There's not much you can do. There's really not much.
Because they can't, like, do a whole graphic shift and change the art style in 9 months.
Well, I don't even think the art style looks good.
Well, I'm just racking in my brain.
I know.
You can't make, like, you can't change the art style, you can't change the gameplay, you can't really change the plot. Yeah. You're just taking online stuff out. Which, I mean, like,
which somehow takes 9 months?
Yeah, which, I mean, the whole game was based on it, so I mean, like, I guess.
Fair, yeah.
But, yeah, waste, I mean, I'm not going to say definitively because we don't know what they're going to add, but this just seems like a lose-lose situation in anyone's case.
Yeah, if anything happens, I mean, I'm sure they'll give us updates along the way, I hope.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, it's at some point they're gonna have to show off what they've been doing for 9 months. At some point, they're gonna have to, and show us, like, hey, this is why you should play this game now.
Yeah, and someone said they're gonna, like, it's gonna they pushed it back and they're quietly just gonna cancel it. I
put
don't
too
believe
much
that.
money
There's
into
too
it.
much money. This is a AAA game development. You don't understand, right?
The game up until like when did it get delayed? Like a month ago, because
Yeah.
initially it was delayed indefinitely, and then they finally gave it a release date, right?
Yeah.
So up until like a month ago, it was like more or less done.
Yeah.
Right?
It went gold, I thought.
Yeah. So I don't think they can just cancel it. They will. It might bankrupt Rocksteady if they were to do that.
Oh my God, I didn't think of that. Oh no.
They put that much money into it.
If that game flops, Warner Brothers could easily just get rid of
They
them.
could.
Oh no. That's so not good.
Yeah. So they definitely can't cancel it, because that is just.
But if they release it, it's totally gonna bomb, which
yeah.
means the studio's doomed either way. Oh my goodness. This is...
It's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose.
Wow. I didn't think of this before we even did the segment.
Neither did I. Just kind of like, oh, wait a second.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
That's a possibility. It's a potential.
Yeah, I mean, unless they made a second game in the meantime.
Die.
There's like no way.
I don't think that's the case.
No. Oh my goodness. We could have gotten a Superman game. We could have gotten Arkham 4. But instead, we're going to get bankruptcy. We're just being a doomer. But,
I know.
But yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
This was going to be like a ha-ha segment, but now it's just
now
sad.
it's just sad. It's just depressing.
The vibes are off on this one. We're being buckets of bummer now, all right? We're just going
I'm
to...
sorry, Rocksteady.
Sorry, Batman. We failed you. I don't know. So that's the end of our episode. Sorry for
Thank
being
God.
a bucket of bummer. But next time, have good news instead.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. With that out of the way, I'm Howard.
I'm David.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Muchachos.